I'm actually kind of shocked to see Manel's name on here. But
he probably has the most talent. I'm going to be honest. Manel has the most talent, but like, when has he lost? The times that we lost, it was arguably like controversial though.
But I hate to say it,
he never really just got destroyed.
I know, dude, but I'm looking at the record again. I keep looking at the 18-6, and I'm looking at them losses.
That's losses Brandon got.
I know that's one of the only divisions you can do that in. You can't have a record like that against non-top 10 opponents now and win in the lightweight division and become a champion. I guess technically he's in the one division where, you know, it really don't matter. I
think Manel could beat Brandon.
Yeah, potentially.
Especially if he can keep the fight on the feet.
And especially if Brandon had one of those nights where he don't really just show up. Like how he didn't really show up against Kai Kara in that last fight to the end. Well, I mean, he had moments, but then Kai took over, and then luckily Brandon landed that body kick. Because other than that, I was like, man, Kai is looking really phenomenal right now. I don't know. I think Makayev, the water started getting a little muddy around number 4 because I think he can beat Brandon, but there's a version of Brandon that he can beat. There's a version he might not be able to beat.
Hey, he almost lost his last fight now. Remember?
Yeah.
He did tap actually.
Hey, I want to say this, man. He got all these fights, all these amateur fights. He got all these amateur fights and he got 10 pro fights. You don't think that's a lot of damage on his body to say that he just barely cracked the top 10? Is he even top 10? He's not even in the top 10 yet. You talking about you're going to be champion and you're accumulating all this damage.
And he injured now, recovering.
Yeah, you recover from an injury. I don't know, man. And
even when he was in knee bar, right?
Yeah.
When he was in knee bar and he refused to tout, he did more damage than anything. More damage than good. Doesn't make sense. Because when he refused to tout, he actually did like almost like permanent damage to his knee. So like him doing certain things like that, those type of decisions that he make actually do more bad and harm to his body.
But I'm looking like, man, this is my thing. For Makayev to be winning the fight the way he's been winning them, bro, I don't want to see the takedown fest. I know he was able to submit a few people and get him out of there. Bro, you're supposed to be rolling through people the way Umar is. I'm going to just be flat out honest. Dude, I hate to say this, man, but Muhammad has been impressive to the degree that people can't really handle his wrestling. But other than that, bro, I don't walk away from his fights and think, oh, that's going to be a future champion. I just don't see it in the UFC. I just don't see it.
You need people to be like Charles Johnson. You need people to kind of just back up against the cage and don't really try to fight the takedown and just let him bully them. I think he will struggle against anybody who's not scared of him.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think that Muhammad can beat Amir, if I'm going to just be honest. Especially Amir right now, who's confident and his hands is getting better. Another thing is, like, Muhammad's striking not really getting better, man. I'm not seeing no knockouts. I'm not seeing no knockout power. I'm not seeing nothing.
And I'm not saying he won't be, but I need to see more. I need to see more, and we just haven't seen it yet. Has he been impressive? Yes. But he has not been championship impressive. Remember the first time I saw Stipe fight, what I told you? I said, Stipe gonna be a champion.
I think him versus Manel will be a good one.
Because it'll answer a lot of questions from both guys.